Welcome to Central Scotland Motorhome Hire. Today I'm going to show you the first of two videos that were made up for the vehicle that you've hired. I'm going to take you inside now and show you all round about it, and if you've got any other questions, ask us on the day. Anything at all, just ask. The fuel system, simply pull the cap open, use your ignition key into the diesel, turn it, off it comes and fill it with diesel. Lock it up again, turn the key, out it comes. Now we fill up the vehicles with AdBlue, but they only tend to do about 1,000 miles to 1,200 miles. It's such a small AdBlue tank. But if you need to get AdBlue, get some from a petrol station and we will reimburse you if you keep the receipt. On the hose on the AdBlue, slot it straight in there as far as it can go and pierce the bottom of the can for your AdBlue so that the AdBlue runs in a lot quicker, because if you try and put the hose straight in, it'll take forever to fill up. That's all you do, is put it in there for the AdBlue and the wee blue, and then close it back up. Send all the vehicles out with a full tank of fuel, diesel fuel. When you come back, we would ask that you have the tank full. There's a petrol station right outside the front of our offices. We also have in the garage a selection of items for you guys to use. We have a 6-seater picnic bench. We've got 2 fold-up seats and 2 benches. They all fold up and they get into a table which folds down in the big case and goes into this black bag. We've also got 2 camper seats for you guys, so we've 8 seats altogether. The camper seats are quite easy, obviously they're put in the bags, etc. You know how the camper seat works. Got the electric hookup. Some places you might go to, if you want to plug it into a house or a 13 amp socket, we've got one of these in the bags in the boot as well. We've got the brush and shovel set to keep the vehicle clean for us, and also stops it being too much of a mess. We've got the picnic blanket, and we've got the water hoses to fill up with the fresh water. Welcome to the 746. This is our 6-berth deluxe camper. I'm going to show you around about this just now, and we'll start off with the cupboard. As soon as you come in on your left hand side, we've got a fire extinguisher and a first aid box. To open the handle, just twist it down the way and then pull it open, and as you can see, our first aid kit, fire extinguisher. We've also got powder vinyl gloves for the toilet cassette when you clean the toilet cassette outside and having to dispose of all the chemicals, etc. So there's gloves up there for your use. Close it down. Over here, this is for one of the televisions. This is one of 2. Just lift it up. It's a wee bit stiff, but it's on springs, etc. to come up, and simply put it back down like so. And we have the drawer. Push the button and open the drawer, and close and push the button. Further over here, we have the midget light, etc. We have also a table just under here that can lift up as an extension to your worktop, and it simply just clicks in like so, another one clicks in like so, and then take it down again and drop it. Up here we have a microwave fitted to the 6 berths. It's a normal standard microwave that you get. It does make a lot of rattling noises, unfortunately, when you're driving, but a lot of customers liked it because sometimes they have small children and they like to heat up milk, etc. The microwave actually only works when you're plugged into a mains site, so it only works when you're on the 240 volt site. It doesn't work when you do wild camping. We now have the fridge. To turn on the fridge, push the button, hold it in for a couple of seconds and release, and the power will come up. As you can see, at the moment we're on leisure battery. This is what you put it on when you're driving the vehicle. When you're on the gas, when it's just gas, as in if you're wild camping, you would put it onto gas. And if you're on site, you would put it on to electric. The first thing you do when you come into, when you hook up onto the site, is come into the unit, turn the lights on, etc. and obviously power this up, and if it is electric, gas, or if you're doing a wee bit of wild camping, it is gas you would put it actually onto. Temperature, just click the temperature and it simply takes it up and down the bars like so. I would recommend 4 for when your gas or electricity, and possibly 3 when you're on the leisure battery. To open the fridge, simple 2 fingers, push the button and it opens up like so. At the top you have a freezer compartment as well. In this compartment you've got a small wardrobe. If you press the button, open the door. There's also a table in here that's on the right hand side. This is the table for your back that goes down in the back lounge. It simply opens up and goes down here. This is the table from the cupboard for the rear lounge. Simply undo the strap, lift the legs up like so, and it clicks into place. Simply clicks into place, and to put the legs down, this wee plastic bit here, just lift it up. The other side comes first, lift it up as well. Drop down one side and drop down, and simply strap it back up and put it back in the cupboard when you're not in use. Down here we have 2 drawers, one for your cutlery and one for your pots and pans, etc. Up above we have the light, and it's a touch light. Simply touch the light here and it's on and off. There's light switches behind the television as well, and at the front door when you come in. Underneath the units there's the blue lights. If you just touch the blue light like so, it brings on the LED strip. Most units have got these wee blue lights, and again just touch the same spot to turn it on and off. Up above we have the skylight. Simply press the button, bring it down like so and lock it in place. But you must not leave these open and leave the vehicle just in case it rains, and it must be closed when you're driving the vehicle also. Simply unhook and lock it in. Up here we have the blind, and on this side we have the midget, etc. Underneath this cushion, which is underneath the television in the rear lounge, we have more storage. You can simply lift it out and you've got a big cupboard under here. On the opposite side we have the exact same, but we do have the cushions for the middle lounge tucked away in there, so there might not be as much space left in that one. Simply put back in. I'm conscientious of the time I'm taking on the videos, so obviously I want to try and show you as much as possible. So at the rear end of the lounge of the 6th berth, how to put the beds down, simply pull this bit out here, like so. It only comes down to a certain point and then it will stop. Don't try and pull it out any further or it will break. On the cushions, pull the bottom one out, grab the back one and turn it right over and right round and slot it back in like so. You do the exact same on the other side to get this. If you want to sleep this way, you can, or you may want to sleep up and down this way. If you want a wee bit more room for your head coming up and down this way, you can remove the back cushion and slot it underneath the bed, and that will give you a wee bit more room. There's also doors to get into this access as well. Push the button and get in that way as well. The windows at the back have these blinds. They're actually decoration. We could take them down sometimes, but we just leave them up. And as I say, it's just for decoration. I wouldn't try and put these ones down. We now have the shower and toilet compartment. I'll show you the toilet on the second video, but I'm going to show you the shower on this video just now. To get into the shower, one of the first things you need to remove is the wooden floorboard. This simply lifts up and tucks behind the toilet like so. Simply tuck down here just when it outloads. This allows you to get into the shower. The shower itself, the temperature is controlled by your red and blue on your tap, so either left or right, and it locks the shower. This button here is a rubber one. If you want it as a tap, you press the button and it'll put it onto tap, and if you hit it again it'll bring it onto shower mode. Now to get the shower, simply gently pull the hose out and hook it up where it goes for your shower. Again, to put it away, simply bring it down and gently put it back into the hole, like so, and that you have it there. To close the shower screen, there's a wee clip here at the bottom. Just unclip it and your shower screen opens up like so. To access the water tank, it's underneath the middle lounge chair as you come in on the right hand side. Now one of the things with the water tank, it can only be driven with 20% full. But as soon as you get to a site, one of the first things you would actually do is fill up your water tank. It's just outside the window, and you would fill that up to full capacity, and that's you got all your water for your showers and your bathroom and your kitchen, etc. So I'm just going to show you how to get into that just now and how to get it down to 20% capacity. First, one of the things I'm going to do just now, lift up the table, and you can slide it right across and you can lift the cushion up. But I'm going to take the table off to get more access, just so the video can show you exactly where it is. I'll lift this up just now, I'll take it out the way. So under here, simply take the cushion off, and we have an access cap here just now. So twist the cap off anti-clockwise, and inside the tank we have two stoppers. Basically lift them up and pull them out like so. It's just a stopper and it goes in the hole. There's a hole in the right hand side that's like a volcano. It's that if you pull that one, it'll leave 20% capacity. And the other stopper on the left hand side, if you pull this one here, that will empty the tank completely. So all you do is put the tank stopper back in, and that's it. And then simply close the tank up. Make the middle bed up. Simply lift the table up, press the button here in the middle leg, and fold it up like so. And then by lifting the table up like this, it lets you remove the table. Put it to the side just now. Grab your phones, take them out. For the time being. And then grab your table again and carefully slot it into the bottom one that clips on just down there. And that's you. You can put your foams back in again. Just like so. And then you grab one of the foams and you slot it in there like so, nice and tight, like that. And then at the back of the vehicle in the garage, you'll find one of these tables. There's also one at the other side of the garage, and simply the wee arrows here, push down, fold out, again, push down, and it folds out. And this wee table simply clips on to here, like so. And then you use the two smaller foams if you want. There's the smaller foams that's a wee bit narrow, they can just sit here and here. But if it's just kids that's in this bed, to be honest with you, you probably don't need these wee side tables or these wee extra bits of foam that comes here. Over at the middle lounge as well, we have two USB sockets, and we also have a 13 amp socket that only works on site. There's another socket like this above the kitchen sink at the other side of the unit. I'm going to show you the windows now. To open the window, there's a little button. Press the little button, turn it up. All windows work the same, and it's on hydraulic rams there. Now this window, if you leave this window open, your gas won't work at all. Your heating will stop, the boiler for the water will stop as well, because there's a sensor just over here that acknowledges that the window's open, because the gas flue is just outside this window and we don't want any dangerous fumes coming in. So if this window's open, your gas won't work. The rest of the windows are absolutely fine. The blinds work like so. This is your main blind. It lifts up and simply clicks in at these points here. Now one of the things to get this blind down is pull, but hold on to it
and unleash here, and unleash here, and that brings it down. Just gently hold on to it. And we have the top one, which is the Midginate, and that simply again comes down and clicks in to the bottom like so. Now again as well, when you're releasing the Midginate, you've got two wee bits here, push them in together and that releases it, but hold on to the Midginate and let it go up to here. To use the drop down bed, press the button and it quite simply lowers the bed down. The captain seats at the front, both seats turn round about. The armrest, there's a wee roller underneath here that you scroll back and forward to adjust the height of your armrest till you feel comfortable. To work the captain seat itself, to get it to turn round, there's a lever here. Just simply push towards the driver's seat and turn, let go, and we can simply spin round to position. But one of the most important things is do not drive in this position because you must face forward at all times. To get it back into position, simply just spin it round and it clicks in like so. Over here in the front of the cab we have this holder that holds your mobile phone. Simply at the back, lift the lever up like so. Don't be scared, it's a wee bit stiff, but lift it up and it's a wee clipboard if you want a bit of paper in here. To release these bits here for your mobile phone, put your mobile phone, adjust it to whatever mobile or iPad or whatever you want to put in here, put your phone in and simply put the lever, once you get it into position, put the lever up like that and it locks this into position. To plug your phone in to the vehicle, you have the USB cable here. Simply put your USB cable for your device into here and into your device that's in here, and you can work the maps etc through your device. Simply to put this back down is push this in and down like so. We have down here we have a USB socket, and over here we have traction control. Should you find yourself on a grass site it's quite slippy and you're struggling to get traction, press this button and we'll lock the diffs and hopefully get you out of where you are. But always remember, please switch that off and don't drive with this. We have the radio and it's a swipe screen, so you can swipe it right along, etc. You've got your navigation, obviously click it on there, and to bring it back to the home menu, press the home button. The camera to watch your bike rack, press that and you can look down in the back bike rack. Give it a swipe across. We've got the Bluetooth. When you're connecting your Bluetooth, it'll be a pairing list, and the pin on your phone, when you're searching on your phone to connect a device, the pin will be the 4 zeros. In the middle screen we have an AV in. This, when you press it, is connected up to a rear view mirror camera, and that's the back wall at the moment because the vehicle's inside our workshop, and that's how you work the radio. The radio in the vehicle can be operated when the key is out of the ignition. Should, for instance, you want to sit in the back lounge in the evening, etc., and you want to put some Bluetooth music on through the speaker system, which is surround in the whole vehicle. The button to do this is right here, just behind the steering wheel, and you'll see that the on-off switch there. But just make sure you turn it back off when you put the ignition back on. All the motorhomes are fitted with blinds. Simply and carefully pull out, make sure the top comes out at the same time, bring it across. If you can ask that no children play with the blinds, because they are quite delicate. It's all lightweight because it's the motorhome. It simply clicks into position and press and squeeze the 2 buttons in the middle to release. Again, bring it back and push up and make sure that the blinds actually click into position, so when you're driving it doesn't come out. The blinds for the front work exactly the same way. You just pinch the 2 finger bits here and slide it across gently until it meets in the middle. The other blind does exactly the same, and it's magnetic, and the 2 of them magnetise each other and connect to give you your blinds totally closed. Close it back again, make sure it clicks in. You don't want it coming out while you're driving.
One of the things we ask is when you return the vehicle, you might have a 11 o'clock return time. What we ask for is the vehicle, the keys handed over at 11 o'clock, i.e. you've vacated the vehicle and you've filled it up with fuel and hand the keys over at 11 o'clock. It's one of these bummers, I hate asking, but we've got customers who's going on holidays well behind you, and we've got a wee tight schedule to try and get everyone in and out, and we'll try and accommodate, as you probably know yourself, we'll try to accommodate everyone with time schedule, and if we can keep to them time schedules, that would be fantastic. Well, that's you seen in the first video. Any questions when you come in on the day you're picking up the vehicle? We also have another video that we will show you on the day of the toilets, the cycle rack, all that kind of stuff. The stuff that's really important that you need to know, and it's better to show you that video on the day. It's one of the things we need to do just to keep ourselves all right and make sure that you really know how to work the vehicle when you leave the site. We'll not let you just, there's the keys, and go. We're not like that. We'll take you in, show you the video, and any questions you can then ask.